I did my nails, by the way, so that I can explain things to you really nicely. Hey guys, I had so many questions from people about what I keep in my kit, and also from makeup artists who want to know how I downsize my kit to this. So I thought I would share that with you guys today. This is basically all I carry. I know it looks like a lot, but it's actually much less than I used to carry. So I'm gonna start by taking you around my compartments. I'll start here because this is the skin prep section. I've got Embryo Lease, who doesn't have that in their kit. Professional, just in case somebody has bigger pores and you can just smooth them out. Another product that I've used for so many years. I've got these little prep and prime things. I just give these away to my clients. I never really use them. This is one of my favorite things to prep everyone's skin with. This is the Water Balm Skin Prep by Sonia Roselli. This comes with a little spatula, which is so cute. This sinks really nicely into the skin and preps your skin really nicely for foundation. Illamasqua Hydra Veil, another holy grail product, especially for dry skin. It really hydrates your face before makeup and creates like a tacky base for your foundation to stick onto really nicely, and it makes your makeup last all night. W7 Bronzing Cream. I love this stuff. This is such a nice color. It's like warm and it's got like these shimmery golden specks in there, which give you a really nice glow, especially if you don't want too much of a heavy makeup look. This makes your skin glow so nicely. And then of course soap, in case somebody wants fluffy brows, I can fluff it out with this. So the next section, I've got Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream in case somebody has dry lips, or if somebody wants a really glowy highlight. I tend to put a tiny bit of this on the back of my hand and then pat it onto the tops of their cheekbones or something. Gives them a really nice glow. Mascara, because you can never have enough mascaras in your kit. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is such a nice liquid highlight for people who don't want to look too highlighty. They want to look glowy, but they don't want it to look like it's sitting on top of their skin. This looks so good if you want that glow from within kind of highlight. Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is such a good product. I mean, I don't really like primers, but these kind of glowy primers which add luminosity to the skin are so beautiful. You can even mix this in with your foundation to give a really nice dewy base. There's so many ways you can use this. It's such a good product. Setting spray. Right now I'm using Skindinavia. You can use any one. I switched this out with the Urban Decay setting spray or the Milani one. I love them all, but I just keep one in my kit. And then color corrector. This one is from Makeup Forever. This has got all the colors I ever need. I've got the green, the peaches, the reds, and then up here I've got something lighter. It's still peachy, but it's got a lighter tone to it. This is such a good product to keep in your kit if you are a makeup artist. Oh, and then this, I just keep this here because it doesn't fit in my brush holder. This is the e.l.f. Kabuki face brush. I use this to add glow to people's bodies when I'm giving their finishing touches. So I'll just put a tiny bit of highlight on here and then I'll put it all over their skin like this. Next section, foundations, concealer, everything like that. So there are a few foundations which I use all the time. So I've got the Makeup Forever HD foundation in Y405, MAC Pro Longwear foundation in NC42, and the MAC Studio Fix foundation in NC35. This basically covers 90% of my client base. Like, I go through these like I'm drinking water. And then I've got one lighter one. I believe these are both Makeup Forever. Yeah, they're Makeup Forever. So I've got a lighter foundation and a dark foundation just in case I need to mix it up a bit, but I don't carry the whole bottle around because I barely use it, so I don't want to be carrying extra weight around. So I just pop them into these little pots, and this is how I carry around more shades. If I need to increase the lightness of a foundation, I will go in with this Illamasqua Skin Base Mixer in the color White. This is just pure white pigment. I can mix it into anything. Say like I want this undertone, but I want it lighter, I'll mix it in there. So somebody's lighter than this, but they're at this undertone, then I'll mix it in there. If somebody has a more red undertone but they're lighter, I'll mix this together. It's just about learning how to mix your colors together so that you can get the right color and the right tone without carrying too many products. And I've had this for quite a while and I'm not even anywhere near finishing it. Even though I use it so often, the teeniest bit goes a long way. Oh, I've also got this one. This is the Studio Fix foundation in NC45. Of course, if I'm going to do a client and I know that she's that color, then I will probably take the foundation. Two of the concealer shades I can't deal without is MAC Pro Longwear in NC25 and NC42. These shades cover so many skin tones. Like most of my clients, I tend to use these. Then I've got these three just in case someone needs a bit extra color correcting, because the one here from Makeup Forever isn't as orange as this. This is so good for those really pigmented areas. And then if somebody wants a really highlighted and contoured look, I will go in with these two. These are so good. They're really good colors and they tend to work on a lot of skin tones. I've used this color on myself, and then I've used it on like a darker person. I've used it on a lighter person. They're really versatile colors. Then here I keep all my powders from MAC. These are the Studio Fix powders in all colors. Goes from NC25 all the way up to like the NC45. Here I've got my powders. I've kind of split this up, so I've got like highlighters and a bronzer here. I've got the Hourglass bronzer, which I love, especially on more mature skin. I've got the Mako Darling highlighter. I've got some from Dose of Colours and the Desi X Katie collection. They look really nice on Indian skin tones. I carry this around sometimes just because I love the colours. I feel like they really complement Indian skin tones. This is the first Desi X Katie collaboration. Got a sample of this Torture skin base in here just in case I need it. Then here I've got this Laura Mercier powder. Who doesn't have this in their kit? And then I've got this Hoola bronzer. This is lovely. Again, this basically works across so many skin tones. It works as a contour and a bronzer, so I get the most out of it. That's the kind of stuff I like in my kit. I like products which I can use for a variety of things. So I can use this as a nose contour, as a face contour, as a bronzer. I can use it as an eyeshadow. And then I've got these, which I absolutely love. These are from Colorette. They are these lip and cheek tints, especially for more mature skin. I like to go in with something that's really going to melt and become one with their skin. Even on most of my clients, I tend to go in with this first, so it creates like a tint, and then I'll go in with a blush on top, because blush is one of those things which really fade away. So this is going to make it last all the way through the night. And then onto here are all my liquid eyeshadows and stuff. I've got the Stila liquid eyeshadows in Twig. I've got them in these glittery ones, Smoky Storm, Rose Gold Retro and Diamond Dust. I just find that these are such nice eyeshadow toppers to make the look pop a little bit more. And then I've got these two OGs from Urban Decay. I've got Distortion and Midnight Cowboy. This is another shimmering skin perfector just in case I want to do touch-ups at the end. It's quick and easy to get to. Inglot Duraline. This is such a good product, especially when your liquid liners are a tiny bit dry. You can put a little bit of this in and it's going to make it easier to work with. I have an oil here which I don't have here. I'll be back 1 second. I usually keep this in here as well. I don't know why it wasn't in here, but this is the MAC Prep and Prime Essential Oil. If somebody is a tiny bit dry, I just add a tiny bit of a drop of this in the foundation and I'll apply it all over and it looks flawless. Then here I've got like my single eyeshadows. I've got two from Dose of Colours, and I've got Heart of Gold, which is more of a gold tone, and then Lock and Key, which is more of a brownie tone. These are such nice eyeshadow toppers as well. I've got one from Colourpop. I've got a dip brow pomade for people who want stronger brows. Got a brow shadow in case somebody wants softer brows, and then obviously my Inglot gel liner in number 77. In this section I've got all my little tools. So I've got scissors, I've got an eyeshadow primer. This is such a good eyeshadow primer if you've got oily eyelids. It stops creasing like nothing else I've ever tried. I've got some of these mascara ones, a sharpener, tweezer and eyelash glue. So I tend to keep that in there. And then here is just small things which I can just reach to quickly if I need to. My Viseart eyeshadow palette. This is the neutral matte palette. I use this on brows, eyes, practically all over the face. It's such a good palette to have. And then I've got my lip palette. This is the Vuzet Tahiti palette. I've taken all my lip colors out and I've just put them into here. It's easy to grab, and also if I want to mix colors I can do that. I've got a Makeup Forever palette here in case I want to mix colors, so I'll just go ahead and do that on this. Here on the side I carry like lip colors and lipsticks just in case somebody wants a tiny bit of a different color, which I don't keep in my kit here. So one of my brides wanted a really light nude, so I tend to keep this one because this is quite a popular color. This is the Dose of Colours No Shade. And then I've got two glosses. I've got the Fenty gloss, and then I've got one from MAC just in case somebody wants a little bit of a gloss. Up here I keep all my pencils. I've got my black and brown ones, so I know they're just easy to grab. I've got all my lip liners here. I've got a lip primer and then a chunky red just because it doesn't fit in here. And then I've got some coloured eyeliner in case somebody wants to have a tiny bit extra to their eye. I've got my other eyeliners here, my nudes, my golds, just a couple of extra brown ones. And then I've got eyebrow pencil. I normally have two here. I don't know where the other one is right now. I've got this little spatula which I scoop colours out and I can keep my kit sanitary. And then here I've got my Smashbox bronzing trio just in case I need to add a tiny bit more warmth, or if I want to highlight and contour, then I've always got those options because that formula is amazing. And then here I've got a little zip where I keep my lashes. I've got a couple in here, and then I keep another bag where I have more options. And then of course if people want their own eyelashes, they're more than welcome to bring those to the booking. So that is it. No, it's not. My eyeshadow palettes. Up here I keep all my palettes. I've got this one which I've had for so long, like I switch out the colors, but this is from Kryolan. All of these little cream foundations, they are so good. They make your skin look incredible. I go through these three so often, and then these two I tend to use as bronzing colors. I love this palette. And then I've got some eyeshadow palettes. These are the three like palettes that I carry around. This is the one I use all the damn time. Soft Glam. This is more of a newer palette in my collection. I love this because it's got so many shimmers and it's just a nice way to add a pop of color to the eye without looking too much. And then of course my Tartelette in Bloom. This is like my go-to palette, especially for people who want a natural makeup look. This color here is beautiful. This color here is so pretty. I love the way the mattes work on the skin. It's so nice. Here I've I've got my own little Z palette. I put bubble wrap so it doesn't break. But this is where I keep all of my blushes. I've got my under eye powder. I've got some extra shimmers here and some mattes. These are all Makeup Geek here. This is Makeup Forever. And then these are a mix of Makeup Forever, MAC and Bobbi Brown. I get the most use out of this palette because it's got everything in it. Got the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette in case somebody wants to really highlight and contour their face. I'm actually surprised how much I've got left because I use this palette so often. And then I've got this, the Manizer Sisters, which I've been using for so long. This is Mary Luminizer, Cindy Luminizer, Betty Luminizer. This palette is so nice. You can use this as a cheek topper or like a bronzer topper, and then this one, classic highlight. I used to carry so many clear bags everywhere and I just found it so time consuming to unpack and pack at client's place and everything will be all over the place. But this is so good because then I can basically open this up, I can take something out and then I can put it back in the place, and it barely takes me less than a minute to pack my stuff up at the end. I can quickly go in and out and I don't have to worry that I've left something behind. This is basically everything that I take with me. It's from Glad King Philippines, but you can buy it on Amazon. I can't remember the size. I will leave that down in the description box below along with the dimensions, so you can check that out. There are two main compartments. There's a big one down here and a smaller one up here. Then there's a teeny zip up here which I don't ever use because it's too small. The zips on this thing are pretty sturdy, so I'm really happy about that. I've had this for about 2 years and I really love it because it's so sturdy, it carries everything I need, and it's forced me to only carry stuff that I need to take with me. If I need to switch stuff in and out, then I can do that, but the main thing is I'm carrying fewer products and only carrying what I need. This comes with certain compartments. You can make your own sizes by taking these little sections out and just putting them along where you want the sections to be. So you can have bigger ones, smaller ones, teeny ones. It's really customizable. This does come with a shoulder strap, so you can attach it here, but I don't wear it on my shoulder because this weighs around 10 plus kilos, so I just carry it from here and it's really sturdy, really strong. So yeah, that is it, you guys. This is my kit. If you have any questions, let me know. I will do my best to answer them, but I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.